Hey Shabby Seekers, today I'm sharing this project. It is an altered book stack. There is a challenge going on over at the UK Island Craft Swap group on Facebook, and this one is run by Yvonne, who is Yvonne White here on YouTube, and obviously it's to alter a stack of books. For mine I've used a paper mache faux stack, which has got a little hidden compartment inside. My friend Sandy gave me this like a bazillion years ago, and I've only sort of got round recently to altering it. So yeah, so this is it. I'll start with showing you. This is the front. I've used one of the Fernley Designs wood pieces, which I coloured with white fresco paint, and then used a little bit of antique linen and scattered straw distress ink just to sort of yellow it up a bit. I've given it some of Prima Bling pieces that I cut with just a strip. I've also used it here to go along the side. This is just a little ribbon rose, and this is just some, I think this was a lace I got at car boots there, that I've just sort of echoed the paper behind. The paper line is the Prima Lyric collection. So that's the top. Then I've sort of folded round the top piece there, and then I've just cut strips for the other pieces to give it a look that they're entirely covered. I've used some fabric, it's like little polka dot fabric. It was actually an old scarf, but I just kind of liked it and it worked really well. It sort of wrapped around the whole piece, just sort of gathered here and there. Sort of made a bit more of a feature in this corner of the fabric. So that's all the way around. I added some lace and pearls here and there around the edges. These are just sort of pearl beads from a necklace. I've used some Prima flowers and some Wild Orchid Craft flowers, and the foliage it's like a plasticky stuff that I think they use for decoration, but I had a big roll of it, so I've used that as my accent. Again, this is more of the Lyric papers that I've added around. This was a clasp from a little box that I didn't want it on, but I thought I'd save the clasp, and it just happens that it's worked quite nicely to keep the lid shut on this piece. Again, a bit more lace from my stash, more flowers. So that's that, and then on the inside, oh, that's a little bird from K & Company ephemera pack. On the inside, more paper, and this piece here I've actually made, it wasn't part of it. I've used some vintage seam binding just as like a little tray, and then I've just used the papers to make a little tray which then houses the inside. I've obviously covered with more of the spotty scarf fabric, so you can put your little hidden treasures in there, and then that one sits in the top, but obviously you've got that to be able to pull it out. So yes, that is my altered stack. Just give you one last flick round, see some of the details. This was one of those projects I had no clue what I was going to do with it, because when it was given to me I was still very much in my altered inky stage, but I've been right into my shabby stuff lately, so a little light bulb came off and it just came together rather nicely. So this is my entry for the Altered Book Stack Challenge over on Facebook. I'll put the link to the Facebook group in the description box below. Right, thanks. Oh, it's on until the 26th, so there's a couple of days left if you're still part of that group and you want to join in. you still have a couple of days. Alright then, thanks for watching. Bye.